Hi everyone, this is Dr. K. Wanted to talk about some of these questions that came up recently. We were looking at some trends online, and a lot of people are looking for an answer for this question. The question is COVID going away? And the answer remains very unclear. There's one model in Singapore. This was documented in the news, and this particular model they used artificial intelligence, and the AI came up with the conclusion by the end of September, at least in the United States, the COVID is going to go away, and life will be back to normal. I would love to believe that, but I really don't. I really don't know if realistically if that's going to happen. So far, based on other projections done by researchers in Harvard and other Ivy League institutions, some of them are going all the way up to 2024, where they're saying the COVID is going to stay, and it's going to sporadically come up in some groups here and there, and we'll have some spikes, like a surge type thing in the winter or the fall each year. And that looks more along the lines of what we see with flu each year, and it looks more reasonable to my mind. Again, I may be wrong. Okay, so the other problem with COVID is the reason why it's not going to go away is because we're already using masks. A lot of us are using the mask, and when we're using the mask, it doesn't let the virus spread. And when the virus does not spread from one person to another person, then the chance of us developing immunity is low. And if you don't develop immunity, you're not going to get what is known as herd immunity. So not everybody is immune to it. So the virus has to keep spreading. So you may still see the numbers go up each day, each week, each month. The only way the numbers are going to come down is if we stop using masks and let the virus spread and do its thing, and after a month or two the numbers will go down. But that's not happening worldwide. This is the common practice. The government requires you to wear the mask, and I understand the rationale. They want to protect the elderly. They want to protect those who are immunosuppressed, and they don't want them to die, which is the rationale. Hi, Maribel. So I don't see the pandemic stopping or the COVID going away in August or September. If you think with the rational mind, it's not adding up at this moment. So that's my 2 cents. So you had to plan accordingly. If you're planning for travel, make sure that you're traveling either late summer or probably next spring. If there's a surge in the fall or winter as they're predicting, then that's probably not a good time to travel. If you're so you have to plan accordingly. The other issue that came up is this is the Memorial Day weekend, and usually there are a lot of people coming for holidays from up north. They come to Florida, they go to the beaches. There's a lot of controversy about them. In the news, they're showing these people walking around like half naked without any masks, and they're criticizing those people. And I understand the rationale behind the criticism that these people are enjoying themselves and they're spreading the virus, they're not maintaining the physical distancing. But you also really have to realize that these people are probably from New York City or some places where they have been subjected to severe quarantine, and they have been really limited in their movement. So this is their way of self-expression, and they just want to get out and enjoy themselves. And that is human nature. We are social beings, and we want to be among other people. And it's really hard to wear a mask in the beach. I don't know if you ever tried that. You have the wind blowing on your face. Usually if it's a regular cloth mask, it probably doesn't stay. It's probably becoming loose. And also the rationale of wearing a mask in beach is kind of ridiculous, because there's a breeze. So even if somebody coughs, the breeze is going to carry the virus or whatever, for a far distance away from you. I don't even know if the mask is effective in stopping transmission on the beach. And when they're in the beach, they would rather be exposed to sun, and they would rather be breathing fresh air. The air that you get from the ocean is one of the best and the most healing. It has the best and the most healing qualities. Part of it is the salt, Salt has a lot of healing properties. And the sand, when you're walking on the sand, if you walk with the bare feet, that has a lot of healing qualities. I talked about this in one of my previous videos. There's something called negative ions that come from the beach air and also from the sand, and they have a healing property in the body. So people should enjoy themselves, whether they wear a mask or not. It's immaterial now. I think if more people go to the beach, there will be less virus among us. So I don't see a problem with that. So those are some of the thoughts I wanted to share. I think the virus is going to stay with us. We just have to adapt to it and try to figure out what best we can do for ourselves, our kids, our families. And part of it is, as mentioned before, that enhancing your immunity, following a healthy lifestyle, not smoking, not drinking. All of these things will really help the body's immunity and prevent major complications or bad infections with this virus. I look forward to talking to you all again. If you want to reach me privately, you can send me a DM. I'll be happy to call you back. Have a wonderful day. Bye.